Hello there, and today necessary books, because as you know, a home is not a home without two things, a cat and books. The first book, in terms of age, really, the first thing you'll need is a dictionary. I have the OED, and they don't come much more authoritative than that. It's difficult to read because it contains every single English word that has ever been. And it's great for those of us who play Scrabble, because 10 to 1, it's in there. So when you have to prove it, you can. Now I know a lot of these books are available online, but if, like me, your computer's in one place and where you need the book is in another, okay, in fact, these have been gathered from all over the place. I do have a rather large house. And only one computer. So, if they're not there, it makes a lot more sense just to grab the book nearest you than to go running off to hither, thither, and yon and crank up the computer. Besides, some of them ask you for money and a membership and so much per month or per year, whereas you buy the book and you're done. In fact, signing up for the Folio Society itself, you get the dictionary for free. So, the next, if you're at all interested in literature in the Western world, you've got to get this, The Norton Shakespeare, or in fact, any book which contains everything Shakespeare ever did, which is what this does. The complete and collected works of William Shakespeare. Next up, something no home should be without, an encyclopedia. A whole bloody set. We, of course, have two. Just because we basically inherited them. But no home is complete without a set. Now, I know Wikipedia is free, but they will ask you for donations from time to time. However, encyclopedias, if you don't inherit them. Okay. Or, as depicted in one particular murder mystery, Appleby's End, by Michael Lyons, you'll actually, well, you won't, but you'll read about his meeting a man who is in fact writing an encyclopedia. Poor fellow. And last but not least, and the most used of all my necessary books, The Joy of Cooking. And you can tell it has been used and scribbled in. And we have so many notes, so many recipes, not only from me, from my mother, her mother, wherever you find them, you just stick them in the book and it ends up looking like this. Everything from how to set a table to how to build a menu. And while you might not be interested in how to cook a badger, or a warthog, or a bear, it's in here. You will know how to cook a yak. Remove the silver skin before grilling. Now, there are those who will be saying next that you really should have the Holy Bible somewhere in your house, if you're a Christian. Well, we're atheists, and we have 3. 2 of them, however, we can't read because it's in German. a dialect known as High German. But in some Bibles, you'll find little pages to mark births, deaths, and marriages. And that's why those two German Bibles are around. And they're huge. And very delicate, so I'm not going to display them to you. We just let them sit there and live whatever life they have left. Because we can't get rid of a book. I'm sorry. It's just not going to be done. So, although we don't read them and we don't practice a religion, it's useful to have it so we can rebut those who do. Anyway, if you happen to be religious, you are expected to have your religious literature with you in your home somewhere so you can consult it at need. Right? So, those are the necessary books to have a house, to have a home. Turn a house into a home. A place where you can live and think and breathe and exercise your mind as well as your talents and answer the most basic of questions. So, there we have it. And we must answer our questions because the sleep of reason brings forth monsters. So, thank you. I hope you've enjoyed this little chat. And please come again. Like, share, subscribe, and become a Patreon if you would. Bye.